What's up, my people? You're not tuned in to me TV. Now, we gonna bring you all the stories about the stories that we need to bring you stories about. You feel me? So that's what we gonna do. Some stories might be good, some stories might be tragic, but hey man, that's how these stories go. I don't make it up. Yo, you already know we back with another one with Me TV 1.0. Hit that like button. Yeah, man. Hit that subscribe as well, man. Show me some love and give me a sub so I can keep dropping you these bangers, man, all year long, all month long, all week long. You feel what I'm saying? Today, we got our guest, or we got on the screen, should I say, Hot Boy Wes. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, he's a young rapper from Texas, Waco, Texas to be exact, and he's a very interesting and very, how could I say, charismatic individual for as being a rapper. You feel what I'm saying? But everybody recently known him from signing with 1017 and Gucci Man. And Gucci Man, for some reason, Gucci Man artists are always going to jail. Anybody affiliated with 1017 usually go to jail, always in the streets or always in some kind of street trouble. You feel what I'm saying? But we got Hot Boy West. He was already in his trouble or in his situation when he met Gucci Man. And usually cases like this doesn't take this long to wrap up. This case was going on from 2020 all the way up until 2024. And I'm pretty sure it had many delays due to the fact of his status and due to the fact of it was COVID. And these Texas judicial systems run crazy, man. You can prolong and prolong and prolong as long as you have the money to keep doing it. And if you don't have the money, trust me, it will wrap up way faster than you would ever expect. Now, if you were sitting in there on a murder case or anything like that, then of course it's going that takes time because they can't just. It's not an open and shut, situation when you're dealing with something of that magnitude. You feel me? But he's been Hot Boy West been accused of trying to run his baby mother over on the road while some type of altercation was taking place while his two other kids was in the back seat. Now, I don't know all the exact details. Of course, I'm only telling you what the news told and what the news article said. You feel what I'm saying? I'll be showing y'all that news clipping in a second. You feel me? But he's been sentenced. He's been sentenced on 10 counts. He's been sentenced to 15 years. And these counts are aggravated counts, right? Now, when I say that, I mean when you get charged with any kind of aggravated crime in the state of Texas, right? You are required to do at least half of your time before you're eligible, for parole. So by him having 15 years, that means he won't be eligible for parole until 7.5 years. I don't know if he has any kind of back time or anything like that, but usually when you got an aggravated charge, you day for day. You day for day. You don't get no good time. You don't get none of that. You know what I'm saying? You usually be rated on a different scale. It's different scale for offenders, right? You have your weed, marijuana type offenders. You got your, excuse my French. You got your pedos. You got that type of offenders, sex offenders and stuff like that. And you got your career criminals, and you got your aggravated violent criminals. You feel what I'm saying? So they rank you from like a J1, J2, J3, J4, J5. Usually if you're a J5 which in this situation he's a, he has a record, and he also got violent charges. He probably will be a J5. And let me explain what that means when you inside of a jail facility. J5 mean you 9 times out of 10 you gonna get put in a place where it's kind of wild, where it's kind of crazy. You feel what I'm saying? And this is not good. You want to get out and work and get out and about around the people. So you want to be a J1 or a J2. But let's read this right here. A Waco rapper admitted member to a street gang Crip was sentenced to prison Thursday on multiple counts that include violent acts against the mother of his children. Wesley Taekwon Lewis, known by the rap name Hot Boy Wes, was sentenced to 15 years in prison by the 19th District Judge Thomas West after Lewis pleaded guilty to 10 counts and alleged in 6 separate incidents. Lewis, 28, appearing virtually at the hearing from McLennan County Jail, pleaded guilty to 2 enhanced counts of assault on family, aggravated assault with deadly weapon, robbery, unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, endangering children, criminal mischief, and more than $2,500 in theft from the person. Offenses ranging from 2020 to 2023. West was sentenced to 15 years in prison on multiple counts and 24 months in prison on the state jail felony offenses, ordering the sentence to be served concurrently. Lewis was sentenced to 7 years in prison in 2013 and engaging in organized criminal activity and conviction. He must serve 7.5 years. Lewis signed a recording contract with Gucci Mane's 1017 Records in 2021. It has 145,000 Instagram followers. They just telling you about the case on this part, but I'll continue reading for you guys. You feel what I'm saying? If you made it this far, hit that like, hit that sub, show me some love. You already know. Prosecutor Christy Hunting Horse said justice was served through Lewis' plea deals, adding another violent offender was sent to prison. In addition to being known as a gang member, Mr. Lewis has repeatedly demonstrated in disregard to law. You feel what I'm saying? That's crazy. This is a wild crazy. From listening to this, seemed like he was a menace to society. But I'm about to cap it off with this. Witnesses reported Lewis, who was driving a silver sedan northbound on Interstate 35 near West, tried to run a Jeep carrying the woman of his 2 children into the cement concrete barrier. Lewis told officer he was merely trying to see his children, according to the court documents. Now, I find that crazy and I find that wild. This is why it's important that we as men, young males, not move off of emotions, and especially we cannot let these women trigger us, because although he say he wanted to see his kids, that's bullshit. He probably did want to see his kids, but you was acting out of pure emotion. Now you're going to be away from your kids for 7.5 years at the least. So you did all this to see your kids. Now you not about to see your kids. Now you not about to have a choice. Now you not about to be able to argue and fuss and complain about what she doing with your kids or what she not doing with your kids. Stop moving and acting off emotion as males, as men, as young men. We got to understand how to reel our emotions in a situation that's not going in our favor. Because if we get all emotional, this what this leads to. Bro, you was an up and coming hot rapper, you feel what I'm saying? One of Texas' finest, you feel what I'm saying? And everybody who rap had an eye on you, you feel what I'm saying? Everybody seeing you doing your thing, you feel me? Yeah, you came up in the streets, you came up in Waco. Don't sleep on Waco, because Waco is a small city, but Waco will bake your cake if you go down there playing, you feel what I'm saying? But all eyes was on him, man. He put the little small city of Waco on the map, because other than him, I don't know whoever else came out of Waco, probably way back or something like that. But yeah, man, this is why it's important. especially when you got a name for yourself, especially when you making a buzz and making a way for yourself. You gotta stay out of these confrontations with these women, because guess what? Now she gonna do what she want, how she want, and this is the time where people's gonna talk to you crazy. These people gonna leave from by your side. These people gonna basically take advantage of you, especially if you was the type of person to shit on people while you was out, or not show love, or whatever the case may be, that you going against the people. The people are definitely waiting for a situation to go against you. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if he's a known street gang member or whatever, I don't know if he was terrorizing the hood. I don't know if he was a jack boy. I don't know if he was slinging that iron. I don't know exactly what he was doing, but he don't look like no cupcake ass nigga. If you ask me, I could be wrong. I could be capping, but if you doing all that, just to see your kids, you know what I'm saying? When shit get real, I'm pretty sure you doing a little bit more than that. You feel what I'm saying? So the shit just crazy. The shit is wild, man. Now he's serving 15 years, all for a disagreement, basically. Because I know that's what it was. It was nothing but a disagreement with him and his mother. They say the mother of his kids. And now you are serving 15 whole years. You feel what I'm saying? At least 7.5 to be even seen by the parole board, to be eligible by the parole board. And ain't no telling what type of stuff you gonna get into between that time and it's time for you to be eligible for parole. You might get into some fights, you might get into a ride, you might get into a situation where you have to get down. You feel what I'm saying? And when you living like that, it's like that, and it's up and it's stuck, and it ain't never coming down when you in a place like that. And that's just what it is. Only the strong survive. You could be strong physically and weak mentally, but you gotta be strong mentally and physically in that motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? That's not a place for nobody. But look, let me know what you think. If you made it this far, man, hit that like, comment, subscribe. Let me know where you watching from. Let me know where you listening from. I'll be back with another one. You already know, on Me TV 1.0. You hear me?